Greetings, beautiful family of the light, of the rainbow crystal light. How are you? How are you moving through these powerful waves? I'm coming to you, sitting on these ancient rocks, surrounded by these ancient beautiful rocks, and they're charged up with the heat of the sun, and it feels so good to sit on them and warming my bones and warming my body. Yeah, it's beautifully sunny, and yeah, moving with these energies of intensity, moving with the temperatures. I've just been in the ocean, reset myself, and yeah, I've been mostly drinking today, mostly drinking water. As I shared in my post last night about my day yesterday, and it's very fascinating, the emotional body with the Kangen water, with the return to origin water. The emotions are just flowing. So my grief, my process is just flowing. It's quite a... Just 1 second, I need to plug my power bank in. It was... I just hide it into the light so we don't get interrupted. Just 1 second. There we go. Yeah, the emotional body with the Kangen water is fluid, because the emotional body return to its origin is that the emotions are flowing. That's feelings in motion. And it was quite a full-on night. Like, I had no idea this would hit me so hard. I hadn't even thought about it. And this is too the new earth frequency. We're just feeling and not thinking, or thinking how we will feel, because we don't know. And when the emotional body is flowing, the emotions are just flowing. So I just found myself in tears a lot of the night, and this morning, yeah, it was just flowing. So that's beautiful and surprising for me. And what I often share about is how this water enters so deeply into the cells, and it's opening up the emotional body. So my son moving out, it's not even out of my house. He has moved away from me already. But what that opened up in our field and in my body, because I'm feeling my family, that's grief in himself. When his father moved out, that was an empty nest for us. I could feel that. Then when my brother left, I was 11, he was 8. There was suddenly an empty room in our house. He left an empty space, and I wasn't aware at that age. There was no counseling, nothing. There was no spiritual guidance besides, oh, he is with God, but not that I was so grieving. And anyway, in the night and this morning, I also felt we still have to grieve the physical body being gone, the empty room. And I've just been feeling the collective and everybody who has been having loved ones leave, mothers whose children are dying and or have died and left, and yes, spiritually. And then I was suddenly really getting the awareness of what actually really spiritual bypassing is. As I was lying there feeling and crying, and I wasn't doing crying, the water was just flowing out of me, and my heart was just opening, and I was just feeling. And then my spiritual being and my mind was like, oh yeah, they're not gone, but and then I could feel it merge. That's spiritual bypassing. If I would have just gotten up and said, oh, this is fine now, and close it all off, I'm not feeling because he isn't gone, and la 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 la, or my brother, he isn't dead, he does live, like that's, that's all spiritual bypassing. We still need to feel in the body. So I got that beautiful deep experience this morning of not spiritually bypassing. And wherever I have spiritually bypassed, I have been feeling deeply for years, but there are still parts where I did bypass or do, but I don't. I can't anymore because my emotional body is flowing. So I'm always surprised of what this water does and helps me in. And yeah, being in the flow of the emotions, grieving with it, letting it flow. I've been experiencing that too, grieving when my guinea pigs leave their bodies. This is different now. It's a very different being drinking this water, being on this water in this frequency. That's why I'm always saying, and the rebirthing with water, the returning to origin. So our feelings need to move, and for our soul to embody, and our soul and our spirit to link with our body, we need to feel. And when people get the flu and so on, that's also emotional suppression. And then congestion, that's suppression of the emotions. So when they are flowing, then we are flowing. Then we are in flow with our communication. We are in flow with our life. We are in flow with our tribe, without always locking away again and shutting up and suppressing and congesting and so let's drink to that, and let's the waves behind us. I gave birth to my son also with the sound of waves. Yeah, so it's always reminding me of that. And rebirthing and birthing with water and with the light. Yeah, so beautiful, so very beautiful, so very interesting. I've been moving through this and just feeling, and wow, and then my body is wanting to respond, and there's stuff really clearing out. It's not a flu or a cold, it's just my emotional expression. And now I'm just flushing this through. I've been into the ocean, I'm going to go into it again, and I'm drinking to clear this out. And these are also soul memories, and this is in our ancestral lineage. And I am a curse breaker, I am a chain breaker. I am breaking the chains of the patterns and the conditionings. That's what that means. And my family, of course, is in it with me. So we are grieving now too. When the fathers left, whoever one of our fathers left, not to judge, that had to happen. But we were grieving that. And we did the best we could, and our children then also stuffed it in somewhere, but it was a grief. There was an empty nest. So this is all, the field is just, wow, busted open from moving, and the emotions are moving, and we are watering them. We are watering the seeds. We are watering so that the feelings can flow. And then we don't get congested, we stay flowing. So that's why I'm speaking to you now as well, with you, and sharing this. In the past, I would have been in a dark night of the soul for days and weeks and grieved and not shared about this. But now I'm flowing, my voice is flowing, my feelings are flowing. So, and I'm sharing about that because I'm sure many of you can relate. And if you haven't yet gone through that, one day you will. And the trauma that sits in the bodies from our souls as well, they need to clear. So yesterday I also spoke about that, about cleaning, clearing, feeling, and then what I always speak about, I have to then also move through and transmute. So shift, move it through my body. Yeah, and the beautiful light, the beautiful rainbow light. So the animals are very with me. They have been my guides for so long, lying on me. Yeah, it's just beautiful. They just feel our frequency. It's not about what we do, but it's our frequency. And the animals are showing us that. They recognize us by the frequency, not by what we say or do. This is also the way I'm sharing healing now, through my frequency that comes out through my touch, through my voice. All these transmissions are healing and activations and transmissions from wherever I come to you from these beautiful nature portals. And yeah, I'm sitting here with these beautiful rocks. They are warming my bones. I'm going to lean soon my spine against them, and my belly and my everything, my whole body. Yeah, I'm drawing in, I have my feet on them. I'm drawing the minerals in through the rocks. Yeah. This is moving through these transitions with nature, in nature. That's what I'm transmitting and being a role model for, the embodiment for. This is my life, is my teaching. Yeah. That's why I'm coming always to you right out of my life, sharing about my life. This is really deep embodied spiritual teaching, but not just, this is human. We are all spirits in a human body. There can't be anybody too spiritual when we are embodied, because we are spirits in a body. Unless they are just shells walking around, we are all spirits. Yeah. So, beautiful rainbow light shining into me and you, into us. And I lift my water bottle to all of you chain breakers. What we are going through has been full on. It's not easy, and we need to look after ourselves really well, and we need to do it, we need to live it, not just talk about it. So when my son came into me while I was pregnant with him, I became aware of unschooling, of that you can in Australia raise your children without school. In Germany it's illegal. Yeah, so, and I was doing a yoga teacher training, and then I became aware of body talk, and he brought that in. And then I just looked for friends who were all unschoolers and open-minded people, and all of us together, we were unlearning, we were unschooling ourselves, we were liberating our constructed, imprisoned minds and conditioning. We were freeing ourselves with our children for them. I've been consciously doing that for over 20 years, and really full on the last 20 years. In all ways. Yeah. I'm grateful for that. I'm proud of that. And it's showing in the independence my children have. Our children. Yeah. And in patterns they don't repeat. Yeah. Because it's done. Yeah. So, changing my water, changing the water for us is part of the breaking of the chain of stopping drinking the water that doesn't hydrate. Yeah, and that keeps us dehydrated, toxified and sick. just like a sick, dying plant. We are stopping the aging. Yeah, we are stopping it. So changing our water, changing our life, that's part of the chain breaking. And now my mother is also drinking it, and it goes on, and we are changing ourselves. But it's full on, because we are dense bodies, like all the neural pathways in ourselves. And we can change, because our cells completely renew themselves all the time. So by how we live, we can change ourselves. By what we drink and what we think and who we are around, we change. Yeah, and the light, of course, the solar energy. Yeah, we change, we really deeply change, not just talk about it. But we cannot, if we are rigid, we cannot change. So we need to be flexible, we need to hydrate the cells so we can change. And other water, no matter how well the advertisement for it is, it doesn't hydrate so deeply, and then the rigidity stays. That's what it's about. So the microclusteredness of this water hydrates so deeply, and that's how we can change. Yeah. And that's why we are also in a community doing this and sharing this with the world and getting us flowing and getting the money flowing. And oh my God, have a look at this divine being that has just appeared. A white wolf. Can't make this up. Oh, my heart. He's smiling to us. I'm covered in goosebumps, tooth shivers. I have not seen him here at this beach, so there is no accident when these beautiful beings appear, the souls in human or animal bodies. And this morning, my beautiful friend Luca, he knows when I'm coming, and this morning he picked up his stuffed animal and he ran to show it to me. Why? Because he was so happy, because his family had returned. Yeah. So now I know also, confirmed why he was different and barking the last few days. And yeah, and they were also saying he knew you were coming before you were even here. He picked up the animal, the stuffed animal. So this is so beautiful, where we feel each other. Let's look at this beautiful white wolf again. You know, and we are here in Queensland, and huskies here love the winter, or the Akitas and the German shepherds, but this is such a wolf energy from this dog. So beautiful. And dog spelled backwards is God. Look at his godliness. Coming right into this beautiful transmission, this divine wolf energy. Wolf stands for tribe and loyalty, absolute loyalty and devotion and love, unity. They're very loyal. I said that already, but they are very loyal. So, yeah. Beautiful. Have another drink with me. Drinking in the light. And he's coming a bit closer. Beautiful transmission. Thank you, thank you. So grateful. So grateful. And have a look at this beautiful water. And there's my big rock charging up here. Support for me is everywhere. It's in the whole. We need to know how to support ourselves in these times, especially emotionally, physically. Yeah, so we can shift. Yeah, and with each other too, with the right people. Yeah, opening to receive support. Yeah. I'm still one more week in the, yeah, in our wave of the shifting of the inner masculine energy, the father wound, deep work we did together. 45 women we were, radiating out into the field. It's no accident, this is all happening right now, and the emotions coming out. I'm also deeply feeling the fathers. I never so felt that. I've always been feeling also man a lot, the masculine. And yeah, really deeply feeling also my parents as I left my country many years ago. I left them, yeah, and I'm grateful they let me go. And yeah, but and everything happens for a reason. There's no purpose in regret, deep acceptance. And anyway, what comes up we need to feel and move it through through movement and the water. So sending lots of love and blessings whatever you are going through. My heart is very open, and yeah, I keep my feelings flowing. And yeah, you know where I am. If you like to drink this water as well, and come on in. And I share a bit more later too about the M-Guard, because we are getting just so much radiation from all the devices. And the M-Guard, when we have it around, it just nullifies it, because we need to protect our field. Yeah, as ascension pioneers and chain breakers who are very sensitive, most of us are super sensitive to all those frequencies. Yeah, and to stay healthy and well, we have these things like this water, like the M-Guard. And yeah, it's powerful ways. Besides our light and our consciousness is our protection. Yeah, and not to be arrogant and spiritually bypass. And that was my message. At first I was like, why do I have to drink this water? I can just do it with my energy. I can just structure the water by saying I love you. But the message was strong. I need this water right now and share about it, because the toxification is a lot, and for my body to shift, to hydrate so deeply, so that we ascension pioneers can really change. So the neuroplasticity, so that we hydrate deeply, that we can change. Yeah, that our light body can come on. And the message was, stop spiritually bypassing this. It's the same with the M-Guard. Oh yeah, I'm strong enough, I don't need it. But when you test it and have it, you see, oh my God, because they are invisible. Just like the water. Water isn't just water. So many people say, oh, it's just water. It's not. And the radiation from all the devices and from all the towers, when you speak to people who have worked for Telstra also, they are saying how dangerous they are. So we need to protect ourselves if we so choose to, and are aware enough, and actually surrender the ego to listen to that and stop spiritually bypassing that. So many people are saying that who are spiritually aware or are in the embodiment process, almost being arrogant towards the physical body. Oh yeah, I can just do it all with the energy. And yes, we are on the way to that as well. And while we are on the way to that, there are things that help us. Yeah. Hello Trevor, thank you for coming on and sharing your energy. Just about to close this and you can watch the replay. I'm here in this portal with these ancient rocks. They are charged up with the solar energy. I'm warming my body up, and it's also the beautiful energy of the mountains. Yeah, and the ancient stillness of these rocks. They are alive as well, and being here with them feels so grounding and nourishing and still. So, to the stillness of our being, the more we come in, our soul, our spirit coming in, really in, online in our body, and we're just at peace inside, the restlessness stops, the stillness sets in. There isn't anywhere we need to go really, that hustling and need to constantly run around or travel or so. There's just deep inner peace, and then we go where soul and source is guiding us, without the ego constantly needing things and needing more and needing to go to more places and this and this. The more in we come, just like these rocks, the more at peace we are and still, and then we can just be in the stillness of our being. So sending this, transmitting this energy to all of you, to our peace and our harmony, our unity. And the more of us are in that, the more the world comes to peace. And we are because we are creating the new earth. We need to be the new earth. And then our soul tribe, we are each everywhere around the world finding each other. And then also, more and more people follow. But not to keep following us, but to come also into their own. So let's drink again to that. Feeling the beautiful whale energy too, all the whales. There's so many whales swimming by here, and their frequency goes through the oceans all around, all around the globe. So, such a blessing to be here. So grateful on this beautiful planet. And water is life. There is nothing that is alive without water. We are here on a water planet, and we are water beings. And this is a water prayer with you. Every transmission is a water prayer. As I drink my water, also with full intention, and the return to origin, I'm always praying. By the water bodies, like the ocean. And when I go in with my body, I pray. It's not just swimming or going in, I pray. And the photos I share when I'm in the water, that's what I really do. That's not what I just do because of a photo. That's what I really do in the water. And all these different, I move like water. We are turning back to being water. loving like water, living like water. And yeah, tune in for yourself what that means, and thank you for sharing and watching and listening. And if you stay and watch my whole transmission to really deeply come in and not just scroll but get the full transmission, thank you, and thank you for sharing and caring, and have a beautiful, blessed day. And yeah, so much love and light, true love and light, not fake. And the emotions flowing, the feelings flowing, feelings in motion. Yeah, I see you again very soon.